This hasn't happened in 800 years. Hey, curious kids, Kevin here. Today on A Place Called Space, we're talking about the Great Conjunction
Junction, what's your function?
of Jupiter and Saturn that occurred on December 21st, 2020. December 21st was also the winter solstice, which is the shortest day and longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere, but that's just purely a coincidence. And fun fact, the winter solstice is the opposite in the southern hemisphere. It's the longest day and the shortest night. Back to our conjunction talk.
Conjunction, how's that function?
So conjunction is when two celestial objects, aka planets, moons, stars, like space stuff, they line up. And a great conjunction is when Jupiter and Saturn line up in Earth's sky. It's called great because Jupiter and Saturn are the two largest planets in the solar system. Now, it takes 12 years for Jupiter to go around the sun, and it takes Saturn 29 years. Now, what this means with everything moving around is that every 20 years, Jupiter laps Saturn. And what's special about this one is just how close they get in the night sky. They will be only 0.1 degrees apart, meaning if you extend your arm, the tip of your pinky can cover both of them. That's how close they are. They're going to be looking like a double planet, but they are still really far away. How far? Well, only 734 million kilometers or 456 million miles. Now, they're calling this the Christmas star because of how big and bright it looks in the night sky. The last time this happened, when Jupiter and Saturn were this close, and you could see it, was 800 years ago in medieval times, all the way back in the year 1226. Now, about 400 years ago in 1623, there was a super close Great Conjunction too. However, it was during the day and close to the sun in the sky, so no one could actually see it. The next time this will happen will be in 60 years, on March 15th, 2080. So if you missed it, you'll have to wait around until then, but in the meantime, you can check out some of these awesome shots that people took. Now, on to trivia. The answer to last week's question of what is the name of the asteroid Hayabusa 2 just returned samples from is D. Yugu. This week's question is, what is it called when Earth and Mars are on the same side of the sun? Is it A, conjunction, B, opposition, C, samesies, or D, proximity? Tune in next week to get your answer. Always be curious.